Some of you ask me the question on how will it work out if you as a believer are sexually involved with an unbeliever. Well, okay, I'm going to show you right over here. I'm going to start with a female example. Okay, so hold on. No, this one doesn't work well. Don't try that at home, but anyway. Okay, so this is a female believer. So let me just draw her quickly. Let's call her Sarah. Okay? And of course, this is her energy field with the urges in it. Sarah is a believer. Okay? And she has an eye on Robert. Robert is a pagan. So not any common believer is a pagan. Okay? Let me draw him over here. Don't worry about my drawing style, guys. I mean, just a quick thing I'm doing. This is soul. This is her soul. And this is his sex drive. This is the blue flame in his energy field. And this is his energy fields like a sphere. Okay? Now, the man is magnetic. And the woman becomes charged. That's how it works in how God built male and female. Alright? Now, Robert is a pagan, so he takes charms. Alright, so Robert has, hold on guys. Finally. So Robert has this green layer on top of his energy field. Unfortunately, my green is not that strong as I hoped it would be. Let me try this one. Oh, yes, this one is better. Okay, so what happens. This green over here is demonic feces. This is the excrement that fallen angels generate in the fallen state. Angelic beings in the heavens, they eat the glory of the Heavenly Father that's shining, and inside of them, this joy of the Lord they're eating, that they inhale, that's how they inhale it, it generates this strong masculinity in them, and they shine out this light. You get me? So angelic beings are light beings who rely on feeding off of the Heavenly Father's masculinity. So their masculinity depends on feeding on God's masculinity. You get me? So the joy of the Lord that fills the heavens, that's the bread they inhale and eat, and it is processed into this glorious light that comes out of them. Now, in a fallen state, angelic beings that were kicked out of heaven, they don't generate this bright, shining masculinity anymore. Instead, they generate this toxic, stinking feces over them. Green-looking slime. You get me? This green-looking, stinking slime is what they generate. Now, in paganism, the demons can smear some of that stinking foaming slime comes out of them on top of your energy field, and this becomes what delays danger. So negative tension against you is kind of hindered. This negative tension. Okay? So negative tension is hindered, but it's still there. Okay? Now, if Sarah and Robert came together, he's the man, he's magnetic. So she will be polluted by the charm on top of him. Okay? So let's draw this over here, just so you can see clearly. Okay, this is Robert, this is Lisa next, Sarah next to him. Let me draw it very quickly, guys, one moment. Robert standing next to her. So, okay. The blue dot is a soul, both of them. And this is his polluted energy field. His blue flame is covering her too when he's staying close. Hear me? But here's the issue. Robert is polluted. So that green feces will eventually even soak all the way in his energy field. And will also be polluting her. You know what I mean? And one thing about this green stinking slime of demons is that it lowers your sexual quality as a human being. That's the first side effect there is. There are more side effects on your human health, but one of them is it lowers your sexual quality. So Robert's sexual quality is already lower, so his sex drive is harmed by the charm. So if she gets sexually involved with him, she'll be damaged sexually also. They can still have intercourse, she can get pregnant, all of those things, but there will be a damage on both their health. Okay? So this is a polluted union. Now what is the other way around? You have the man being the believer and the female is an unbeliever or a pagan. Okay? Let's imagine that. Okay, let me remove this green shit over here from the demons. Let's remove that. One moment, guys. So Robert is not the pagan. In this case, she is the pagan. Okay? So this energy field. And let's say this believer walks by faith. So the anointing is strong, so his energy skin is quite thick. In this case, she's the one with the demon feces. Hold on, is this the right one? No, let me try this one. Yep. Because of that, her sexual urges are lowered also. Now, if they get together, let me try it again over here. Almost done. Okay. These are her souls in the chest. His energy field covers her too. Strong because he walks by faith. In this case, her charm begins to fade. Why? Because she's the presence of a strong believer. Her charm will begin to fade. But while she's with him, he still gets some of the pollution inside of him. And this in turn will cause cracks and wounds in his energy field, which will eventually make him more vulnerable to danger and toxic tension from the outside. So this is violence, or you can call it danger. So understand this. A male believer being in sexual involved with a female pagan, it's more sustainable than when it's a female believer with a male pagan. Because the man is the magnetic factor that leads the relationship. So a male believer that walks by faith can put up temporarily with a female unbeliever as a partner. But he'll get injured in the process in the long run. The female believer should never have a male unbeliever, especially the male pagan, as a partner, because she'll be messed up altogether. You know what I mean? But this thing, a male believer with a female unbeliever, a female pagan, even though it's a bit more sustainable, it's still not an ideal. Okay? So I just want to explain this to you. And so remember, a charm is demonic feces that's smeared on top of you. If you're, some believers are so powerful in the faith that they burn away the charms of pagans, like pagans stay away from them. But just understand, If the believer is undelivered and broken, and he's with an unbelieving woman, it may appear like she's more stable, but it's not. You know what I mean? Just understand. This is how sexuality works in the spirit world. Okay? Sexuality is a spiritual thing that works out in the physical. Don't just look at the physical, look at the spiritual reality behind it. Okay, that's the answer for this question. And other questions, just ask me in the comment section and I'll make a video about it. Shalom.